Hello guys, I'm back here on the Resonant Rise server. I am just with Pokefen and Jaden, and we are under Jaden's base at the minute. So quick show you how awesome Jaden's base is. Jaden and Sam's skill of making this. They've got a very Stargate SG-1 Antarctica looking portal there. Very cool indeed. We're down under his base, and he's just made this thing. It's new from Mechanism. It's called a digital miner. And it looks very cool. It's a very nice looking robot-y creature there, and it's got an interface on the front that he's playing with at the minute. And as you can see, it's got a power advanced energy cube in there. Let me turn that off. And you can put energy upgrades and efficiency upgrades in this, which is pretty cool as well. And it's just setting it all up. Eject on, pull off. You can turn Silk Touch onto it. You can set a manning radius. You can reset auto eject, auto pull. What's pull mean then? Auto eject, auto pull. Not sure. What's going to happen is it's just going to search in the radius is set it to. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull all the. Oh, there we go. There's the first thing. Awesome. So, there we go. So, I'm not sure what radius it's set to, but it's got 223,000 blocks to man, and it's going pretty slow. You need I was going to set it to radius around this, and of course, yeah, if you put silk, then you could you can use Fortune pick on the Silk Touch blocks, which is also very cool. So basically what it's doing is it's going to grab all the ores in a radius around this guy and leave everything else behind. She's really quite smart. Possibly a little cheap. Well, there we go, look at this. Oh, look at that. Tanzanite, never seen that before. So look at that, it's getting stuff pretty quick. So that's all the blocks of ore it's found in its radius. Now I don't know if that in 23,000. Yeah, that's not going to include cobble, because cobble would be about 100 miles more than that anyway. So that must be all the ore in this area. Really cool. That's maybe what you can set it to auto replace the blocks with stuff. Maybe that's what the auto pulls for. It might pull like might pull cobble in to replace the stuff it's taken out. Well, very cool. We'll have a look at that a bit myself. Very nice, mates. So yeah, that's called a digital miner. I'll show you it. Digital. I'm fairly sure it's very new. Digital miner, there he is. And couple of atomic cores, couple of teleportation cores, a robot. Robots are cool in their own right, I think. But it's all pretty straightforward stuff, I think. So yeah, I might have to make one of myself. Teleportation core, couple of diamonds in there. Atomic cores we've made before for the hydrogen stuff. So yeah, sweet. Right, let's head back. Now, if you put a chest in it, also pulls items from that. Sweet. So yeah, you can replace it all. Oh, let's head. Oops. Error. There we go. Let's head back through it. Now, I'm still having that little graphic thing there. It's maybe a little bit of service. I think it's because my base has got so many carpenter blocks in there, it takes a while to load in. Probably going to be it, but if you just stay there, you do load up. So, see, my essence is quite low. So, what I've got going on up here is I've changed all this around. I've got rid of the glass. So if you remember, these are where the beacons are going to go. The beacons are going to go there, so this would be the first layer of the beacon base. The beacon base is going to come out into these. If I do decide to put beacon bases in, I might not even put beacon bases in, you know. But we are going to have to get on with killing with it pretty soon. I didn't like the way I'd done the walls of this, so I've changed it around a bit. Let's just go fly over there so you can see it a bit better. Whee! There we go. So the top was too shallow, so I've decided to carry on taking it up. Now I think I'm going to go right up to a point, but I'm not fully decided yet. The cube is coming along quite nice. I've been messing around with these bits on the side. I kind of like this like Boba Fett mask look thing going on. And I'm addicted to chisel carpets. Chisel carpenter blocks, Bibliocraft, like crack to me, honest. Something else I've done with them as well. Check this out. Bookshelves. You can chisel bookshelves. There's loads of different designs. There's Novice Necromancer, so they're slightly different. They've both got a skull in. There's loads. There's red bound books. There's packed, boring looking books or something. There's multicoloured books. There's all sorts. Really cool. So I think there's like 9 extra ones. There's one that I don't like, abandoned one with cobwebs in that don't look as good as the rest, but very nice. Right, so yeah, carpet down here as well. And let's see how the quarry is going. Right, I was doing this all wrong, by the way, yesterday. We're going to do a bit of that today. I don't want to get too much into witchery until I've got blood magic fully cracked though, so we've still got some stuff to do with blood magic. Now I am in the process. The reason why my network is going down is because this is just processing. Two stacks of stone. This is reinforced slate. I set it up wrong at first, so I've got one demonic slate, but it's making that so I can make loads of my ritual stones. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep coming up. 1, 2, 3. So they'll be kind of stuck out the top. I think I'm going to keep coming up with the sides and keep it ongoing. So let's check out the quarry. Now, something I didn't do when I set the quarry up is deal with cobble and dirt. Now, I've set up a quarry on both servers in the last day, and I didn't do it on either server. This one I actually remembered in time. And what I've done is I've set up a couple of deep storage units on the back here. I've got one that's each one's got a storage bus. Storage bus is set to cobble in that one, dirt in that one. And the key to this is you want your storage at a lower priority than anything else. So the chest here, that doesn't actually matter. But the chest at a priority of 2 means that no, that don't matter at all. Ignore that bit. That's for other stuff. But the priority there is lower. If we was to want to dump stuff, then ignore me. I'm going on a tangent I don't need saying at the minute. So my priorities don't mean anything at the minute because I've only got this going on. But if I wanted to make sure things went into here before they went into the storage, then they'd go in here anyway. But the storage is set to set the right storage, so it'll go in there anyway. So yeah, that's all. I am talking a bit of shit there, so ignore that. But what that's doing is it's keeping all this cobble and stone out of the way. Otherwise, this little 16k cell would have filled up and overflowed a long time ago. It's already half full anyway. See, it's at 8,100, so it's over half full. Just I can't add. But, it's just about half full. So let's go have a quick look at the quarry itself. Now the server was updated, so we're now on 2.4.9 pre-release, I believe. So because of that, my quarry turned off, and it didn't actually kick itself back in until I logged on. I'm getting a little bit of lag in here when I load on. I think maybe my connection's not real good today because the server's a bit laggy for me. I made a little exploration hut here. I spent far too much time on this, to be honest. But it's like I say, it's like this carbonate block is like a drug to me. So this is chisel glass, chisel wood, and carbonate blocks door. Little thing there, stop mobs coming in if the door's open. Obsidian pressure plates, shrouded silent, love them as well. So my quarry's not that far down, to be honest. It was stopped around that level-ish when the server went down, so I've just started it back up about half an hour ago when I logged on. So that's working its way down to the good stuff. Now, I don't have anything that I don't recognise as yet. That's just force stuff, isn't it? Power off, Darkcraft yet. Air infused. So there's certain ores that I've not seen before that I believe I should be getting, but I don't know what level they come along at. Well, let's have a look at them. Atomic. Now, apparently I don't have to write the art anymore. Cool. But saying that though, if I put in chisel, it's going to bring all the chisel stuff up, but surely it's going to bring like Tinker's Construct chisel stuff as well, isn't it? Or is it not? Yeah, it is. So of course it's got chisel in the name, so if I do at chisel, it's still going to bring me just chisel stuff. Just chisel mod stuff. So I think I'll still do the at thing, even though you don't need it. At atomic. So atomic science, I believe we have some well gen. That stuff. Atomic science uranium ore. Crushed uranium ore and a macerator. Or dictionary can swap between IC2 and that. So we might just have the IC2 one if it works with our dictionary. And the other one I wanted to look at was big reactors. That should have some of this stuff, yellowite ore. I've not seen any of that yet. No, I've seen no yellowite. Let's go check back in the A network. I kind of like this world, but it's just always dark and snowing, so it's a bit of a pain. Right, let's go through. As soon as I get out to diamond level, I'm going to put a little portal in there, add it to the network. So, yeah, let's go in here. Now, I don't seem to load in until my Ars Magica XP bar pops up. There it goes. Look. So now I'm in. Now, if I try to do anything before that pops up, nothing seems to work. Right. So yellow right, I don't think we've got any. No, look, so none yet. So I don't know if that's lower or if it just if it's not genning. I don't know. But yeah, I want to get hold of some of that because I do want to use these big reactors. Right then. So what should we get on with next then? So I am in the process of making another ritual. I'm going to make the ritual of unbanding. It goes with the ritual of banding. So you've seen us use a banding one. That's what we use to make these bound blades and stuff. And it's what we can use to make the bound blades get us these wick blood shards that let us make the armor and stuff like that. Now, once you've bound something into the armor, that's it, it's in. But there's also a ritual of unbanding as well. So I'm just getting together a load of ritual. I think I need 38 possibly. So I might have enough now. Probably got enough now. And I'm going to put the ritual of unbanding together. So I'm going to do that down in the underneath down here. So I'm going to go do that. Where can we see up there? Down there. So I'm going to have ritual of banding on one side, ritual of unbanding on the other. And the unbanding is slightly bigger. So I'm going to get all the stones laid out. I've moved the stones from over there because I brought it in one. But I'll be back when that's done. And we'll get on with that. Okay then, I'm back, and several hours have actually passed since you last saw me because we've had a couple of issues with the server. We've had a couple of server crashes today. We are now on a newer version. We're on 2.4.9a. Is that right? Maybe got the mixed numbers all back to the front there. But we're on the latest pre-release pack here. Well, remember, congratulations to Way of Time. Blood Magic is in the Feed the Beast Horizons pack, the new Feed the Beast pack that was released a couple of hours ago from where I am, so that's very cool. So Wiz in a big mod pack, cool. Now hopefully that'll get some exposure because this is a really cool mod. So I put the banding ritual back together. Now these bloodstones are just for decoration, they're part of the thing. So remember, you can see earlier in the series how I did banding, so I made this sword, and how I made, and of course we need the sword to get these things, these weak blood shards. So what we've made now then is this is the second altar that goes with the banding. So that's banding, and this one's unbanding. Now what you can do with unbanding is if you make some armour and you do not put an upgrade on it, you can unband the armour, get the bits back, and then you can put an upgrade on it later on. So I wasn't actually really sure how to do the armour, and I did ask Dave to cover it, so I was going to watch his episode when he covers it, but he hadn't done that yet. So I can't actually make armour at the minute anyway because I need diamonds, which I ain't got at the minute. Socket, let's have a look at socket. Yeah, there we go, empty sockets. I need diamonds for that, and I'm all out of diamonds. But I believe I showed you how I made that, because I did make a couple of sockets to go into this thing, didn't I? Yeah, so I made 4 filled sockets to go into that, which is a soul armor forge. Now, what I can do though is I have got something I can unband. That's this thing, sigil of holding. Now, see the sigil of holding here, it's got 4 sigils in it. At the minute it's got divination, water, lava and void. I'd like to change that for water, lava, void and elemental affinity. So I want to take the divination sigil out of that and put the elemental affinity in that instead. So what I've done one corner of this with the inks. Now when I watched Dave do his banding, which surely did it much better than I did, rather than just saying now I had red, now I had blue, now I had thingy, he did it properly and said we now ask for bounty of fire and all stuff like that. It's cool, much more interesting than how I did it. Then we give thanks to the earth, like that. So these have 4 fire on the top, they have earth around each corner. Then we go for water. You water? No, you're air, right? Air, yeah, sorry. Air around the middle. And let me just quickly double check. Oh yeah, back to fire. Fire on the outside, so this should work. Boop, boop, and boop. Cool. I love that all these look. It's just really cool. So now I need my weak activation crystal. There we go. So now if I click on that, nothing will happen. That's good though. But if I throw my sigil of holding into there, cool. And you see it's broken it all up. So I've got a separate water sigil, divination sigil, lava sigil. So I've got 2 divination sigils now. So what I can do now, put that fire out. Very cool. Put that fire out. So sigil of holding, I'll put that there. And then what do I want in this then? So I wanted water. So I right click that. It should swallow the water. Shift click, there we go. Shift click, it swallows the water. And then I want the fire, so lava, shift click. Then I want the void. And then I want the elemental affinity. Cool, so now if I shift click and cycle through these, I've got water, lava, void, and my elemental affinity, which is the one that gives me fire resistance, water breathing, and fall damage. Now I will be underbinding this again once we get armour, because all these things can go on say armour. Now I've not sussed out what everything does, but water sigil on a piece of armour will give you water breathing. Lava sigil will give you fire resistance. I'm not sure what the void sigil does yet. I've not worked that one out. The sigil of elemental affinity doesn't actually go onto it, so that can go into your lava, onto your armour. The divination sigil here, what that does, that gives you night sight, and let's just turn that off. There we go. And the air sigil gives you, so you don't take any fall damage. So you can get a pretty solid set. Now this is what I'm going to be making the armour in. you don't actually need this frame. I just put this here to make things a bit easier. But as I mentioned before, you put the soul forge into the frame, and then you, with filled sockets, you build it up like as if you were just in a crafting table. So if these are filled sockets, which they aren't of course, that's how you make an armor chest in a crafting table. Well, that's how we get an armor chest. Very nice. And boots, for example, would be there, and that in the middle. So pretty much, if you've used IC2 and you made the nano suit, it's pretty much where the energy crystal would be in a nano suit, and there'd be the carbon plates. So, but you actually do it out in the world, which is also pretty cool. I like that. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to use that once I've got some diamonds for making a full set of armor, which we shall be doing next episode. Nice. Now, there is one other thing we hadn't made in the banding thing. There is not one other thing. There's two other things. There's a shovel, which we haven't made, and there's also a ranged weapon. Well, the ranged weapon is, I believe, let's look at this. I think it's an apprentice blood orb. Yeah, you're the apprentice, aren't you? So, oops. Let's activate this. Activate that, and I'm going to throw my apprentice blood orb on there. Ouch. Ouch. And that gives me this thing, energy blaster. What this is a ranged weapon. So you have to activate it like you do with the others. Once it's activated, pew pew. So I've got this. Oh, what's that done to me? I'll give myself weakness. Okay, so no mobs to fight. Let's quickly head back into my little. At the minute, just me and Stace on the server. And let's go back to my little mining age. Come on, let me out. Thank you. And as if every time I've been here, just about it's been night time, and when I actually come here to kill something, it's day. Any mobs around? What's that? Thorns. I don't want to kill shoops. I'll kill beefs though. So turn that on. Right. See, pretty solid ranged weapon. Damn fawns. Sorry, beefs. Nice. So there we go. There's the energy blaster. So that's the ranged weapon you get. So it does 12 damage, and as far as I can tell, you cannot enchant this. So let's head back and double check that. We'll throw it in the osmotic enchanter, and we can do it in the normal enchanting table as well. And see how it goes. I think that was pretty cool from up here. A little ritual area. Now, transfix. I believe that's what it means. I do, sir. Now, oh yeah, enchanting. Look at that, so easily sidetracked. Can I recall? Sorry, I cannot. I can't spell used. Screw it. You should get the gist. If anyone who's played on the server with me for a short period of time will realise I can't type for shit. So let's try putting that in there. You see, look, it's got no enchantable bits. Right, and just quickly test it in the standard vanilla one. Yeah, look, no, so you can't enchant that. Right, I'm going to cut the camera. We shall be back in a minute. I'm going to finish this episode with an actual start to blood magic. We've got something funky in there. So I'll show you what that's about, and we'll wrap the episode up with that. Back in a bit. Okay then, here we are back again, and clearly a minute ago when I said we're going to start on blood magic, I meant we're going to start on witchery, but we are not actually going to start on witchery because we had a visit on the server. It is now gone, but we had Tam join us on the server, the modder of the blood magic mod, and he's done a few things with us. I've caught a bit of it on camera, which I'm going to end the episode up with, but basically what we've done is he was showing Dave how to summon demons, and I went along and watched, and I saw a little demon get summoned. Now, the way this works is we use this thing called Alchemic Chemistry Set, which I believe I'm also in the bit I've recorded, and it uses these things. These are some of the reagents that we use, and if you shift on them, it'll show you what goes into them, which is pretty cool. We're trying to keep out of GUIs as much as possible, so that's how you get the things, and then you put them into an arcane little ritual. So there's a plinth there. No, sorry, it might be a pedestal. No, that's a plinth. Yeah, that's a plinth. It needs 6 pedestals around it, and as you'll see in the video. So we did a little bit of that, and the other thing I did was I made this guy. This is called a Sanguine helmet. This is also from Blood Magic. If you look, it's a Foamcraft helmet. So it's an upgrade to the upgrade that I was already wearing. So of course I was wearing Goggles Revealing, give you 5% V discount, and then there's the Helmet of Revealing that gives you 5% V discount and armour, and then whereas I did this thing called a Sanguine helmet, and it gives armour and a 10% discount, so it's more V discount, which is kind of awesome. And you do that in the banning ritual like you would with the sword and stuff. So you basically make a pair of Goggles Revealing and you throw them in your ritual there, and you'll get Sanguine Helmet. And of course I have enchanted it, so it's got Protection 4, Restoration 3 and Aqua Infinity 1 on it. So that is really cool. Now it does take a little bit of damage, but we mentioned he's thinking of letting it take LP to repair it in the same way that the Bound Blade and the Energy Blaster and that does. So there we go. I'm going to leave this video there then.
Let's see.
And then we are back
again. It's been a while since I actually built this in the world, so I might need a few tries to get it perfect.
Dave's around somewhere.
Let's see.
And
if I'm correct, this should
helping
be
Dave do some demon summoning.
Get it right. Let's see.
I've come to watch. So I'm going to shut up now and
ooh, that looks cool.
Let you listen to these guys.
Looks about right.
So that's an arcane plinth.
1, 2.
And these are pedestals.
Yeah, that should be right.
Okay.
So I'll let Dave take over.
We need then to put an orb in the center, right?
Yes, sir. And it should be a 4th tier orb.
I can do that.
Sure hope so. If you're not, if you don't have a 4th tier orb, you're probably unprepared for this.
That's ominous.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
Okay, so what do I do here? Whoa, it's not rendering right. It's sticking up in the air. Weird. What do I do here to how do I orient the components? Is there any order?
There's actually no order, but there are. Well, I shouldn't say there's no order. Well, this is the weakest ritual type structure that you can create. There's actually a total of 3 rings that you can put around the plinth to give stronger and stronger demons.
Wow.
But for our purposes, we only need to worry about the first ring.
Oh, this is so cool, Way.
Yeah, very cool, man.
So the first thing we're probably going to want to do is probably a weak demon. So what we want to do is have 1 piece of clay and put it on one of the plinths.
I got it.
And 2 pieces of terre.
So terre is what I've got in my bag here, and I made a bit of it.
And
whoa.
That stuff, if you press shift,
starts to consume it. Probably needs more flowery particles, but here we go. And it's attacking me.
He's tiny. Look at him, he's adorable.
But he packs a bit of a punch.
I was expecting bigger.
Same way.
No.
Oh, that was not very hard at all. I hit him once with my sword.
It actually gives a... Let's see, if I get this right. Ah, yes, it's a slowness 3 debuff.
Oh, wow.
So, if you decide to attack this while, you know, surrounded by a legion of skeletons, if you do that, I'd give you, like, plus 10 points. You can just summon him, and he'll probably whoop your ass.
So now I have this demon crystal. What do I do with it?
Well, to start off, what you want to do is you just, well, probably get a good enclosed area, but just place it on the ground.
Just
So,
right-click?
Just right-click. And that'll summon him. Now what you want to do is give some sort of blood pack to him, and by doing that, you just give a weak blood orb to him.
Wow! So now I have this little buddy.
Yep, and he should follow you, and if you right-click him, he will pretty much say whether he's staying or going to follow you.
Cool.
Okay, he says he's going to follow me. Okay,
And-
so and what happens? How do I banish him? Like, let's say I want to put him away.
Well, currently you have to, well, kill him, though I think I might give a banishing thing, so let me do this. Or you can. He actually has much more health when he's summoned by you, but
Yeah, I
if you
noticed
look
that.
at the crystal, it should give you some more information.
That's so cool. So now I have this little demon posse.
Oh, and does anyone have an anvil nearby?
I can name him?
Yes, by naming him, you can name him forever, and whenever you place him in the world, he will have that name.
Oh, I'm definitely going to do that in a little bit.
Oh, that's
so,
awesome.
That's the best.
Yeah,
I'm going to
real
name
nice.
him. I'm going to name him Little Brudda. And so he'll inflict slow on my enemies now.
Yes, minor damage, but he will constantly inflict slow 3.
That's really cool. Is it on any entity I aggro, or does he actually have to hit?
Any entity that that you aggro, he'll basically follow the same protocols that a wolf will do and attack at will.
Oh, that's cool. Oh my god. Wait, this is awesome. So he's going to help us with the next one.
Yeah,
Okay, cool, cool. All right.
and if you notice,
where is he
because
going?
of the damage indicator, he will constantly heal in 5-second increments. So, since he was at not so full health, he's going to slowly heal over time. And all demons do this, whether they're tamed or not. So if you try to just whack something with a fist, he's probably going to shrug it off.
Huh. Okay, cool. All right, so what's the next demon we should summon? I think I have enough for 2 of these, if you tell me the recipe correctly, because so then someone else can also have one.
Yeah, sure. This one is a rather spectral in nature, and what it is you have to get 3 tenebrae, 1 aether, and a glass bottle as well as a glass block.
So there's
Like so?
the Tenebrae
Oh, yeah,
recipe.
Aether.
So, and an
And
aether, yeah. And
there's
better
the
make
aether.
sure your little
I'll
guy
show you
is
next episode
not
how we make them.
around, because the explosions may hurt him.
They use these simple catalysts.
I'll just tell him to stand still.
Okay.
And you craft them guys in this
Come here,
thing.
little dude. Dude,
Well,
come
the
here.
alchemical
I need you to
chemistry
come over.
set.
I need you to focus. Eyes on me.
Fruit stand, obsidian.
There we go.
And your weak blood orb.
Kind of like a little dog.
Oh, here he goes. Blades at the ready. What happened? It stopped. Oh, no. Did I get in the wrong order?
No, it should be working. Did it just decide to not continue or something?
No, no, I did it as bottle block.
That is very odd.
Shall we try again? I do have enough to try one more time.
Yeah, though if it stopped all of a sudden, that means it might be not working at all.
Well, the worst that happens is we try again.
Yeah, it's probably the glass bottle that's throwing it through a loop, so to speak. Yeah, actually, that's probably it.
So it should be glass block, glass bottle.
No, actually, it consumes it in whatever order it was coded in. It consumes it in the order that it was coded in, no matter how you put it in the ring. So if it's messing up at the glass bottle, that probably means that there's a bug and I need to fix it.
Yay, bugs.
Come on, you guys, you should have been able to catch this earlier.
I haven't gotten into demon summoning yet.
Here it goes. I think, right? I got that right.
Yeah. There we go. Needed to replace the orb to reactivate it.
Oh, I wonder if that's what stopped it before.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not gonna
No,
work.
it stopped. Okay. So I guess we're gonna have to try a different one that doesn't use those.
Well, there we go. That was that. We summoned a couple of demons. We summoned 3 demons in all. We got 2 of the little guys, and we summoned a melee demon called a Boulder Fist. I'm sure you're still amazed by my awesome editing at the start of that. I apologise for that, but that was really cool. Thanks for Way for coming onto the server. Thanks for Dave for sorting it out, and that was really awesome. And yeah, Dave, Sace, and Way messing around over near Dave's house there, doing a bit of demon summoning. Right then, I'm going to wrap up the video there. As always, I thank you very much for joining me. I hope it was entertaining, and I hope you join me next time. Cheers. Bye.